Hello everybody, well today we are talking about the bags I have sold and why. And we will be calling a spade and a shovel a shovel. So let's jump in. Hi everybody and welcome back. You are all so welcome. I am thrilled and delighted to have you all back today. And to my old subscribers, and to my new ones, you are so welcome. And I have so many new subscribers, so thank you so much for hitting that button and hit the bell beside it so you don't miss any videos in the future. Well, today is a good one. It was a request video. But before we jump in, I want to give a big shout out to Cecile Salavan. Hi Cecile, how are you? Cecile has been amazing on my channel, just commenting like all of the rest of you, and I'll be giving every person a shout out each video that I do. So I just want to say hi Cecile, and thank you so much for all your amazing and very, how would I put it, and very articulate comments. From there, I want to give a little mention to my fragrance of the day, which is Rouge Malachite by Armani Privé. This is a little stunner and I will link it below if anybody's interested. Now, yes, I have sold a lot of bags. Now, if anybody wants to catch up on another video I did, because I've sold in total between this year and last year, I've sold about 16 to 18 bags. But today I'm only going to talk about the bags I've sold since January 2021. And if anybody else wants to watch the other video, I will link it up above here and you can go ahead and watch that. So I have sold 8 bags since January 2021 and 1 SLG. And as I said in my last video, I want to be more mindful going forward in all of my purchases, in all of my consuming and my lifestyle. I want to make everything just easier and nicer and more streamlined and enjoy them all more, so they're not just sitting there redundant in my closet and looking at me going, "Hiya Viv, any chance of taking me out on an old day out?" And that's what's happening, to be very honest. So let's jump into it. The very first reason, and stay till the end by the way, because I want to give you 5 great reasons and great questions to ask yourselves before you make a purchase. And they are really, really vital and important for you to curate your collection properly. And an awful lot of you said that that's exactly what you want to do. So without further ado, the first bag, and actually I'm going to put these 2 bags together because they're in the same category, was my Prada tote. And also after that, I sold my Mulberry beautiful cognac hobo bag. Now these 2 bags are just amazing, and to their new owners out there, I hope you're really enjoying them. Like, I often look back, and thanks be to God I haven't had buyer's remorse or seller's remorse yet. But I often look back and go, God, and you know, when I see pictures of the bag and I'm like, oh my God, they're amazing bags. But anyway, someone else has them now and I hope you're enjoying them. The reason I got rid of those bags was because I wasn't using them. That was the main reason. I had other totes in my collection. For example, as I'm sure you've all seen before, my beautiful Alaya. And I also have my Louis Vuitton Neo Noe as well. So I had 2 totes, and I thought, you know what, Viv, you do not need this many totes in your collection. You really don't. So just streamline it down. I brought out the Louis Vuitton for you to have a look as well, my beautiful Neo Noe. And listen guys, we all have to ask ourselves a few questions and have an old chat with ourselves every now and again and just go, come on, you don't need all these bags. Either let someone else enjoy them, or if your reason is to sell them to save up for other bags, well, that's a very valid reason too. Your reason is personal to you. It's nobody else's business but your own. Don't mind anybody. You make up your own mind, and don't make anybody let you feel bad about what decision you make either. Just don't. Just do what you want, because that's one thing I've learned, and there's only a few good things you learn as you're getting older. And one is to not really care about what other people think, because people are going to talk anyway. So just make your own decision and make the good one, the right one, just for you. So that is the main reason I let both of those bags go. It was harder for me to let the Prada go because I love it so much, but it was very hard for me to let the Mulberry Hobo go because that was a bit sentimental to me. I had linked it with my parents. They had given me a gift and I bought the bag out of it. But anyway, those 2 bags are gone, and they are the reasons I let those 2 bags go. I will also be very honest and say I had other bags in mind that were, you know, a little bit more expensive, that I wanted to sell 2 or 3 bags and maybe buy the 1 bag, and they'll be coming up to show you, you've already seen them anyway, that I wanted to put the money towards. And I just thought that was clever in that Don't be letting something sit in your wardrobe. Buy the bag that you're actually going to wear out every day and just enjoy and just love. And what are we waiting for? Oh, the just in case bag. I might need that now if I go here. And then I just might need it if I go there. Like that ever happens. Really, does it? It doesn't ever. It just sits inside collecting dust, and then we're in there polishing and hoovering and cleaning and tidying. And it just goes on and on and on and on and on. So that's those two bags gone. The next little category were too many bags I let go. My beautiful Fendi mini baguette. This one here in the pink, just a little stunner. I had that bag, I suppose I had it for about 10 or 11 years. I got great wear out of it in that I wore on holidays. I remember I bought her in Capri. So she had beautiful memories around her, but I just thought, you know what, she is definitely a collector's piece, but I thought I'm gonna let her go. I'm not really gonna wear her anymore, that high up on my shoulder and things. It was great when I was in my early 20s and stuff, and even later 20s, and wear it with a little summer dress. It was beautiful, but you know, you evolve and your style changes, your lifestyle changes, and your needs and your wants change, and you have to take all of those into consideration. So I said I'm going to let her go, and I did. So I mean, I have things like, as you know, my new little beautiful mini square here in the Chanel, which I'm really enjoying, and so I just let that one go. So that was for that reason. I mean, I've plenty of mini bags, as you know, and you've seen my collection. And apart from the mini bag, then another mini bag I let go was the Gucci little black vintage mini pochette with the Gucci little logo written on the side. Beautiful bag. I actually got great wear out of that bag as well. Again, it was quite sentimental letting that one go, but you know, the way I look at it, ladies and gents, if you don't let your bags go now and you're holding on to them for sentimental reasons, what we're really doing is holding on to them for our children to deal with the problem that we leave behind. Now, I know I have a younger audience here as well, so you're at the stage, I'm sure, where all of these bags are still very important to you, so just don't listen to that part of that. I mean, for you guys, for the younger, you know, I've got teenagers and 25-year-olds and 35-year-olds watching my channel. So for you guys, you're in a different place and you will want and need different things. So you'll be selling and buying for completely different reasons. I let go of my Christian Louboutin clutch. And that was a beautiful bag, but as I said to you in one of my last videos, I don't use that many clutches anymore. So I literally have 2 left in my collection. And this one here, as you all know, is one of my beauties that I love and adore. And what really drew me to this bag all along was the color. As you can see, I have a little bit of a thing for this color. I'm actually going to have to watch that now as well. It's kind of creeping up on me, so I'll have to watch that. But I do have that one and I love it. So I didn't feel the need to hold on to the Christian Louboutin one, and I let it go. So hopefully somebody's enjoying that. So before I started selling in January, I had about 30 bags. No, I didn't. I had 37 or 8 I think left. And now I'm down to 30 bags in my collection. So I think I'm going quite well. I'd love to get down to 20, I think would be good. So I will be probably selling a few in the future, because again, I just don't feel the need to be holding on and hoarding all of these bags. I just want to have the few that I absolutely love, that I'm changing all the time, that, you know, I put on an outfit and I go, well, which one will I wear today? Because I know every one of them will work for me. And it's really fun when your collection gets to that level, and it's fun building it to that level. And I know you get yours, whether you have 5 bags or 2 bags, it doesn't matter. Again, that's completely up to you. I didn't have, you know, 30 bags when I was 20 years old either. So don't be worrying about that. This is something that happens as you get a little bit older. So from there then, the Christian Louboutin, the next one I sold was my Michael Kors crossbody. Great little bag again. Love my crossbodies. Just that bag had done its job, has served its purpose. I had it for years, and I just thought, getting all these bags together, then I was just going to buy one of my beautiful all-time dream bags, which was this Chanel 19, and this is my crossbody, and that will serve the purpose obviously of a crossbody. And this bag, ladies, gents, anybody out there who is thinking of this bag, I cannot recommend it enough. I mean, it is, I had this one, actually I wear the black one more just because I'm in Ireland, you know, we've had the weather conversation before. It rains a lot here, but actually today it's really sunny, hence my sunny disposition. So, but I can't wait to be wearing this more and more and more with my light colours during the summer, and I would recommend this bag to anybody. It is a dream bag as far as convenience and ease and comfort and practical, all the good stuff. I mean, obviously it's beautiful. I don't have to point out all that stuff, but all the good stuff that we love in a bag, you know, the pocket in the back, the usability of the bag is amazing. The Michael Kors bag, when I let that go, contributed towards this little bag. So I don't want you to think out there, oh, you know, these people on YouTube, they can buy whatever they want, whenever they want. That is not true, and anybody who pretends otherwise is telling you a load of BS, really. You know, as I said, I'll give you spade, let's call a spade and a shovel a shovel. I like honesty here on this channel, and there's nothing I cannot stand more than anybody when I'm watching videos and people are a bit false, or, you know, buying bags and showing them and then sending them back to the shop and making videos out of them and all this kind of sneakiness. I just don't like it. I really don't like it, because it's insulting to you guys to say, oh, what, my viewers aren't going to know. Everybody knows. It's as obvious as the nose on your face. So that was a little bit of a side note there. Now, getting back to my next bag was the vintage Louis Vuitton Sauvage in Damier Ebene. I sold this bag because I didn't use it. Again, it sat in my closet. I bought it about, I'd say 5 years ago. I lie, I wore it once. One time I wore it, and that was it. And it sat in my closet, and I just thought, no, I'm not having that. So I sold it. And like that, then I bought other little bags, like my Louis Vuitton little beaut here that I love, that I wear going to the shops. The Palm Springs Mini. I mean, she is a workhorse. She is just so usable. The other one was beautiful, but again, a vintage bag, and she had that horse hair, so I wasn't going to use her every day. It was just sitting there. It's ridiculous how we do these things. It really is. So I let that one go. And then I let my YSL medium, no, I keep calling her the medium. She was the small Lulu. She was the small, this one here. The reason I call her medium, and I keep making that mistake, is because I think this one is the small, but this one is the toy. So I bought this one instead, and this one is so much more practical and so much more usable. The other one I literally, again, wore once to my friend's father's wedding. It was beautiful, but I found it a little bit bulky for an evening bag, and then for daytime, because it was so square, it juts out very far on your hip, and it's quite fat, even though the capacity of that bag is fabulous. And what I loved was the sound of the chains. Really, really loved the bag. Beautiful bag if anybody has it. Plus, I didn't have it in the color combination that I like, which is the beautiful beiges with the gold. I had it in the beige with the silver hardware. I just prefer gold hardware or all black. That is my preference. And so I bought this, and I've absolutely no regrets, I am delighted to say. So they are my main reasons for selling my bags, and mainly, as I said, lack of use was the #1 reason. And then #2, I said, let's be really practical here and put all the funds together and buy something you really will wear and that you really will like. And I think that's a really good excuse and good idea. So if any of you have items sitting in your closet, don't do it, ladies and gents. You're just leaving it for somebody else to clean up the mess. Let's all make our lives a little bit easier, a little bit more convenient, downsize a little bit, and kind of go, do you know what, now I feel great. I don't have to be cleaning and tidying and all the rest of it with all that stuff and junk that I just don't use and I'm just looking at sitting there. So now, moving on from that, I want to give you the 5 questions to ask yourself when you are actually, because to make it all more mindful. So when you want, you're asking yourself, if you're making the next purchase, when you do sell a few bags, the 5 vital questions to ask yourself is, #1, how will I use this bag? Am I going to use this bag every day? Am I using it as an occasion bag? Am I using it as a travel bag, as a baby bag? The #2 question to ask is, what is your lifestyle? Do I have kids? I had kids, but they're grown up. Therefore, that's why I don't need as many totes anymore. I need smaller bags. Younger audience out there, you will need totes for college and students and all of that kind of stuff. And then for traveling, obviously we need totes and things like that, but just probably not as many. And also your preference. Maybe you're just a tote bag kind of girl or kind of guy, or maybe you're a mini bag kind of person. But please don't get carried away with, because we all do, let's be honest here. Oh my God, I saw that on social media. I saw that girl unboxing that. I really want it. I get that as well all the time. Every time I watch a video, I get that as well. And I just have to go, Viv, cop yourself on now. Stop it. Like, you're not going to use that bag. And this is the other thing. We get the bags, they're beautiful, they're brand new. And then, oh God, look at that, a month later, the novelty has worn off. What are we doing? We're back looking again. Not even giving the bag that we just bought a month ago a chance to shine. Give it its time in the limelight for 6 months at least before novelty wears off, to use it and love it and adore it, and not be just like, oh yeah, I have that now and I got my hit, literally the dopamine hit from when I pressed the button to buy the bloody thing, and now I've just left it in my closet. No, 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 don't do it. They're the first two questions. Then you look at also, how will it work in your life, in your closet? Do you wear nudes? Do you wear whites? Do you wear black? What's the weather like in your country? Is it rainy? Is it warm? I had a lovely Australian girl actually after my last video that you loved. It was the video on things I'm no longer buying, and it was about my hats. And this Australian girl, lovely girl, she came back and she said, well, look Viv, to be honest, in Australia here we wear a lot of hats. And of course you do in Australia, because it's beautiful and sunny and you have reason. I wish I had that reason to wear those hats every day and my sunnies every day, as you do in Oz and in some parts of the States as well. So it just depends on where you live, but make sure you ask yourself these questions. Look, what's my colour palette in my wardrobe? What do I keep going for? Do I wear blacks? Do I wear jeans? Do I wear dresses? Do I wear, am I dressed up? Am I formal? Am I work? All of these questions before you buy the bag, and you will not make many mistakes, I promise you. Then moving on from there, you go, why am I buying it? Am I buying it just because I want it, just because I like it, and just because I saw it on social media? Am I buying it because I need it? There's a huge difference between want and need, and that is something we are definitely going to address in another video if you'd like to talk about that. Because these topics really open up conversations, and that's what I want to do. I want to have chats with you and find out how you guys think and what you like and what makes you tick and what makes you buy bags and what makes you sell bags and what makes you want bags and what makes you want watch videos. So this question of why am I buying this bag or selling, right? These are two important questions. Why? The buying of the bag is, hopefully it'll fill some sort of purpose in your life. If it's just because you want it and it has no purpose, it will sit in your closet, believe you me. No matter how beautiful and gorgeous that bag is, if it doesn't fill a job or a purpose in your life, it will sit in your wardrobe. So watch out for that one. The last one that I had was the life stage that you're at. As I said, when I was younger, I wanted, back in the 90s, it was all about hobo bags and bigger bags. I had lots of those. And then I needed work bags for modeling to hold lots of stuff, and travel bags. And I had all of those. And then I needed my bags for all my kids' stuff. So I've gone through that stage. And now I'm at the stage where they carry their own stuff. Woohoo! Well, sometimes actually they're teenagers. So I have my mini bags and my medium bags, and that's where I'm very happy at. And then I have one or two tote bags, and that is all I need. I am good to go. So I really hope that you will ask yourself these questions. And what I will do for you, actually, I think I will make up a little document for you. A little sheet that you can actually just download when you're on my channel, on my site. Literally print it off, take it away with you, and you'll have that forever and kind of refer back to it, because we always go down the slippery slide and the slippery slope of falling into the trap again, and we have to be so careful. So that's it. Now, the question I wanted to ask you all today is, what bags are in your closet? And I want you to answer down below and let me know, because as you know, I answer you all. And I want you to let me know what bags are in your closet that you are thinking of letting go, but you're afraid, or they're sentimental, but you'd like to let go. And I'm sure you have to ask yourself as well, and that is a question that you have to ask yourself, what's already in your collection and how that bag will fit into your collection, or if it leaves, what gap will it leave? Great questions to ask yourself. Have a think about it. Let me know down below, and until the next time, be kind, be safe, be compassionate. Love you lots. Mwah!